Check. Is this thing on? Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Dillon, and in the last 10 months, I've lost over 100 pounds. I had a lot of people reach out to me asking how I did it, asking for tips, weight loss advice, things like that. So I figured I'd make this video, break down exactly what I did and how my weight loss journey progressed. It was a lot of trial and error. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was doing it. And yeah. So I spent the better part of the last decade being an obese person. That's one way to say it. At my heaviest, I was 287 pounds when I went for a physical. Doctors telling me I needed to lose some weight. Just didn't have the motivation. I'm sure that's something a lot of people can relate to. But sometimes you just gotta find your own motivation. That's what I ended up doing. So I have a coworker who is also on the heavier side. One of my boys, shout out Hassan. And I mentioned to him all the time, we had this conversation repeatedly, yeah, man, I wish I wasn't so heavy. Yeah, I need to start losing some weight. I need to focus on my health. But we never did anything about it. And then I proposed the idea, why don't we do a weight loss challenge? We'll put $100 on the line, 3 months, we'll see who can lose the most weight. And he was down for it. So that day after work, we hopped on the scales to get our starting weights. I was 267 pounds, pure beef testosterone. And it was time to get to work, baby.
Okay, let's go.
So the first thing I did when I got home was I hopped on YouTube. Chances are that's how you found this video, so congrats on taking the first step. There's 3 main tips that I got out of the videos. Number 1, weigh yourself every single day. You need data to analyze if it's actually working or not, so you can make adjustments on the fly. Number 2, I stopped drinking calories. I was a big soda drinker. I drank a lot of energy drinks. I just switched to the 0 sugar alternatives. Little things like that make a huge difference and compound over time. Trust me. This wind is brutal. And then the third thing was I found the recommendation of taking 10,000 steps every day. So what I did was I went online, I bought a Fitbit to track my steps, and I aimed for that goal. So boom, every day after work, I started going for walks. At first, it was rough. I couldn't go that far. I'm just trying to go a mile. I was huffing and puffing. My legs were hurting me. But I stayed consistent with it. And like magic, the weight started falling off. Same thing for my boy. He was following a similar path. He started losing weight too. I'm a bit of a competitive person, so I kind of became a demon. I started putting in long nights. I'd be out there walking for hours, sending my boy things like this. What you doing right now, bro? Sleeping? I'm out here walking, bro. Come on now. And it was constant. Yeah, we still out here, boy. But it was a weird thing because I was actually determined for once. After the first month, I was down 11 pounds, just winging it with the walks. But I noticed my progress started slowing down a little bit, so I hopped back online, did some more research. This is where I discovered how weight loss really works, and it changed everything for me. So throughout the day, we're all burning calories, whether intentional or not. The amount of calories we burn is based on our height, weight, age, and our level of activity. All you need to know is how many calories you're burning in a day and eat less than that. But how do you know how many calories you burn in a day? Remember I bought the Fitbit? But what if you don't got a Fitbit or other wearable fitness tracker? You don't need one. Just hop on Google and search calorie calculator. Fill out the information, you'll get a rough estimate of your maintenance calories. Just eat less than that. That's it? That's it. It's just calories in versus calories out. It's impossible not to lose weight if you're eating in a deficit consistently. So now that I had that knowledge, I started counting calories. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, you're just logging the meals that you eat. There's plenty of free apps for it. I recommend MyFitnessPal. Doing that, I was able to cut a lot of junk out of my diet. And for the high calorie foods that I just couldn't let go, I just started chilling with their lower calorie brothers and sisters. Essentially, I dialed in my diet so hard that when you factor in the amount of walking I was doing, it would be irresponsible for me to recommend a deficit like that to anybody. But like I said, I'm a competitive person. The 3 months came to an end and I was down to 220 pounds on the dot. That's 47 pounds down from where I started. Quick maths. Guess who won the bet? I ended up telling him to keep his money because the fact that he held me accountable, that was worth a lot more than $100 to me. I think if there's a moral of the story, you should probably not go about this alone. I'm not recommending you gamble like a degenerate, but at least tell your friends and family members that you're starting a weight loss journey. And if you don't got nobody close to you, you can leave a comment down below making a little declaration. I'm gonna lose weight. I'll reply to every one of them. All right, now that the challenge was over and I kind of knew what I was doing a bit, I set a goal weight of 185 by the end of the year, and I got a gym membership. When I first went to the gym, all I was really doing was cardio, but I quickly became hooked on resistance training. I figured out a workout split that worked for me, and I started logging all my workouts with a focus on progressive overload. That's where you lift heavier weight or add a rep every single time that you go to the gym and do the same lift. I also switched up my diet a bit because I wanted to gain strength, so I aimed for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and I ate protein with pretty much every single meal. That was the final change I made, and my body was starting to change noticeably.
Wow.
I ended up hitting my end of the year goal on November 5th. I was down to 185 pounds for like 2 days, and I decided let's push for 165. I literally changed nothing. I just stayed consistent, showed up every day for myself, and here we are today, 165. God, I'm such an awkward little bitch on camera, bro. Why am I like this?